So I decided I wanted to make this video in the style of, you come over to my house, I'm still in my PJs, maybe you are too, we'll make coffee and we're just gonna sit down and I'm gonna show you what I'm stitching, and then then you show me what you're stitching, right? So very informal, this time doing it in my PJs, no makeup, glasses on, hair, it's only curly because I slept in it last night. How have you guys been? It has been a month since we've chit-chatted, since you've come over to my house and chit-chatted. Oh my God, where to start? I didn't even make notes. This is going to be a mother of a video. Get ready. So let's go back. I know in the last video I was telling you guys about my upcoming trip to Sparks, Nevada. I was driving there to pick up the remaining inventory from Stitches Through Time. Yes, right? Yeah, Stitches Through Time. A shop in Reno, Nevada that closed down a couple years ago. I bought the remaining inventory from Victoria. Absolutely amazing woman. So drove up there because I love road trips, and brought back, oh God, how many boxes? 13, 14? I'll insert a photo here of my wonderful goodies I was able to pick up. And had slowly been uploading the inventory. You guys absolutely went nutso for Victoria Sampler, Cricut Collection. Gosh, what else did I post that you guys went nutso for? I'm kind of like looking around. Not so much. I've not posted nothing. I haven't posted anything from that inventory for a couple weeks now. During the summer is just crazy here in the Glowacki house with traveling. You basically travel all 3 months. So much so with July about to start, I will be on 3 separate trips in July alone, and so far I've calculated I will only be sleeping in my bed in the month of July 6 nights. The rest of the time I'm gone. So but that is all good, totally fine. So yeah, but no issues with that drive. If you guys follow me on my Instagram, Stitching in Sequins, you saw all about my amazing fun at the world famous clown motel. It was everything I imagined plus more. I spent 2 nights there. So drove from here, Phoenix, to Tonopah, Nevada. Spent the night, woke up, drove to Sparks, Nevada, turned around and came back. That was an 8-hour driving day. And then woke up next morning and drove back to Phoenix, which was about another 7 hours. So yeah, I will insert pictures here of the world famous clown motel. I highly recommend it. If you are not freaked out by clowns, I know that that's a thing. But not all the rooms are like clown themed. Like the carpet, the bed sheets, the pillowcases, the towels. It's not. My room had like 4 or 5 pictures of clowns up on the wall, and that was it. The one picture I posted with the big mural, that was in somebody else's room. They let us go into his room, and we were outside. You know, I was drinking with the people that were also staying at the hotel, and so then we decided to do sort of a show and tell of our room. So they all came into my room. I said how basic it was, and then we went into another room with these biker guys. They were passing through, and there was like 6 of them to a room, and so we went into their room, and it was all black walls with painted black light paint. Absolutely amazing. And then another guy's room upstairs had that huge giant mural. So if you're wanting to stay, there are different rooms, so it's not so in your face clowns. But it was amazing. So then where else have I been? Mexico with the family. Amazing 2 weeks in Mexico. And again, highlighted that. I love taking you guys on my travel adventures. And that was amazing. Spent a week in San Pancho, which is right outside of Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, with Joe's family. Well, 2 of his siblings. Joe is one of 5, so 2 of his siblings. And that was just amazing. The boys had an amazing time, loved it. And then we spent 5-6 days at a resort closer to Puerto Vallarta. And that was a good way to kind of wrap up the whole 2-week adventure. I was home for 6 days. And then my girlfriend and I went to Las Vegas for the International Esthetician, Cosmetic, and Spa Conference. She is my esthetician. I go and see her monthly for facials, and we've become amazing friends, bonded even more over this trip. She had no one to go with to this conference. She's 25, so about 11 years younger than I am. And I said, well, you know, if you can't find anybody to go to the conference with you, I would love to come. And she's like, really? And I said, yeah, I'll drive. We'll go. We'll have fun. She's never been to Vegas. So it was fun seeing and experiencing and hearing and feeling her excitement with it. So I already told her that we should go back another time when it's not, you know, work related for her sense. I sat in on classes. I even got certified for hair removal because I sat through this 2-hour class, and so you sit through the 2-hour class and you become certified. So hair removal, 1884 Stitchery coming soon. Got all kinds of free products and bought some stuff, and so now I'm all on this face care beauty regime. So I'm just going with it. But that was so much fun. And then while we were there in Vegas, did not stop by Stitcher's Paradise, did not have any time to do that. Joe informed me that he booked a place in La Jolla, California from this Saturday to Wednesday. Hence why I was like, I need to do this video for my people. I need to feel like you guys are in my office and we're talking about stitching. I need to do it. I need to show what I've released and what I've been stitching on. So yeah, just all kinds of greatness across the board. Oh, and when I was in Vegas, I decided, I showed her the forum shops. We went to Jimmy Choo and Ferragamo and didn't find anything. I know. Who am I? I didn't find anything. So I decided the next best thing was to get a tattoo. So I got a tattoo, another one. And here it is. A little skull. I love it. Been keeping Aquaphor on it the last couple days so it heals nicely. In and out of the tattoo place in like 30 minutes. It was perfect. Did not take any stitching while I went to Vegas, but definitely took stitching to Mexico. And I actually had finishes. So I definitely wanted to take a couple smaller projects and then continue working on my Elizabeth Pyle piece. But I thought, airplane, let's do, some small little piece that's easy enough to work on if I decide, or down by the pool. And let's do like a monochromatic piece. Oh, they're right here. So from the Prairie Schooler booklet, number 181 is Heads Up. Now I have stitched the devil and this skeleton guy here minus the keys. But I've always liked this and then the bonus chart on the back, this like tombstone angel skeleton head. So of course you got to get input from stitching friends before I left. So Arlene, Works by ABC, go check out her Etsy, suggested, why don't you take both and do like a monochrome piece, but switch them and do them on opposite fabrics and opposite threads. And I was like, freaking genius. Okay, maybe I didn't say that to her. I don't know if I said that to you. Anyway, but I loved the idea. One of these is 30 count mink, which I think is this brown color. And then the other one is 36. So here is this 36 count, and I absolutely love it. 36, I really like doing 1/2. Let me open up this window just for a little more light. Oh, perfect. Yeah, really, really cute. Yes, did a little cat for Joe's niece. She's 4 and she was super interested with my stitching, and she helped me do like a couple passes with the needle. And then she's like, can you stitch me a pink cat? So I stitch her a quick pink cat. So there you go. And I just used DMC, found a match to this mink color, and then vice versa, found a DMC color that matched this green. So here is the other finish. And I did the same, because I said this mink was what, 30 count? Yeah. And this I just did 1/2 as well. So yeah, which I feel like maybe 30 count is my new thing that I really like. I love 36 count, 1/2. I think the coverage is amazing, but I really like how the 30 1/2 came out as well. So yeah, I will probably put these in my junk journal that I've started putting together, that I started about a month ago. Not sure if I'm going to stitch any more from this pamphlet. Not entirely sure. Maybe the witch. Maybe I have to do the witch. So, took those to Mexico, started and finished them. So, not bad. What else did I take? I'm going to undo this so you guys can see. Also got a fresh shipment of 1884 Stitchery needle minders, which I put away and did not update my inventory on my website, so I need to remember to do that. I have been working on Elizabeth Pyle on and off for a couple months now, and she is definitely a chart I have been sucked into of Female Worth, the company in which I own. There is what she looks like if you do her all the right way. I have not. So like I've said in the past, I stitched these two little flower arrangements, and then I decided I wanted to center the writing and then wanted to center this large vase floral arrangement because I couldn't help it. My OCD was like, it needs to be symmetrical. Spin in a hoop. So this is 36 count gingerbread, and I absolutely loved it. I wanted to do it on a slightly modeled fabric, a little darker. So there are the two bouquets there, and then I'm working on this mother of a piece. So when I was actually in Mexico, I finished this whole floral thing and then started filling in this large top of the table, which is this yellowy gold. And then I really just have to kind of just do the front edge of the table, the legs, her name. I'm not sure if I'm going to do these right here. Not sure if I'm going to be doing the floral baskets. Arlene, I already hear you talking about me, saying, girl, you're not going to stitch those. But then there's going to be these empty spots, and I feel like I have to put something here. Otherwise, it's going to be really, really empty. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But I love it. And I can see myself taking Elizabeth this weekend with me. I can stitch in the car for periods of time. And especially if it's just fill-in, it can be pretty simple. The husband is texting me. What do you want to know? Oh, he has a sore arm. Okay, it's all good. Great. But I definitely want to take a new start for the trip as well. Yeah. These I have not released on 1884 yet. I did do a post to tease you guys, and you guys were all intrigued. I've added the stickers. You can obviously add whatever stickers you want, but skulls, scary, that's me. So, what am I talking about? I will be releasing these after I get back. They are magnetic cases. As you can see, you can add some needles, you can attach a needle minder, and whatever else you wanted to throw in here. And also those small scissors with the silicone then protection. You can get them off like Amazon. You will get the case and a pair of those scissors included when you purchase one of these. So stay tuned. I think it's fantastic. I really enjoyed that. It was kind of like I could just grab my stitching, grab this, throw some threads in, close it up, and throw it in my bag and go find a beach chair and stitch, and it was all in here. So those are coming soon. I've told you guys I've been obsessed with Temu. Is anyone else obsessed with Temu? If you don't know what Temu is, it's kind of like AliExpress or Wish, but you don't need to wait like a month for your stuff to arrive. Usually if I make an order, I can get it within like a week. So I've been buying funny things for the boys here and there, keychains, a lot of junk journal stuff, stickers, stuff like that. I bought these stickers that I use to decorate my, so I'm calling these Stitch McKit, like McKenna, MC, so it's McKit, M-C-K-I-T. These are stickers off of Temu that I use to decorate. And then I was looking at bags. Could this bag not be any more perfect for me? Look at this. It's medical. It's bones, broken bones. We got some Siamese twins, wet specimens, a brain. Yeah. So then when I come back from this weekend's trip, then about a week and a half later, I am off to the New Jersey retreat. Can't wait to see everybody there and have a great time. And then, so I'm in Jersey from the 12th to the 16th. I get back home on the 16th. I think I land at like noon. And then the very next day, the 17th, we leave until the end of the month for, we're going to spend a couple days in Alpine, Arizona, and then continue on to Dolores, Colorado. Remember the place that I stayed in Colorado last week? That amazing 400-acre property? Yeah, we're going back there. Did I also finish this? No, I finished this before left on vacation, but wanted to show you guys. This is on perforated paper, and the chart is from Nebby Needle. I believe I have a copy or two of these on 1884. So yeah, I need to figure out how I want to finish this, but hold a true friend with both hands. Of course, the heart in hand, just like my tattoo here. And I really liked the funky little border. That finishes. Also in Mexico, if you've not been, some hotels have it where they sell pieces of unpainted pottery. So similar to like, you know, a pottery place here in the States that you can go to. You pick out your piece of pottery, you can paint it, they'll fire it, you know, glaze it, and then you go back a couple days and pick it up. Similar like that at some of the hotels, but you get it back the next day. Ayrton is my little crafty buddy. He loves doing crafts. And so when we were walking through the hotel, I hadn't thought about this for years and years. And it's so funny when you see something or you smell something or you taste something and it takes you back to like this core memory from like years and years ago that you've not thought about forever. And it just hits you like a wave. And that's how it was. It was like time stopped. My time stopped. Everyone was still walking around, but it's like I had this huge wave of like, oh my God, it just came back to me. So told Ayrton all about it, how we would go, you know, I grew up going to Mexico and loved doing these pottery pieces, and I would sit and almost did like one every day. And he absolutely loved the idea. And we've taken him to the pottery places here. But he's like, well, we could do it together and then we have like a little memory. So, yeah, so that's what we did. So, of course, I picked a skull and painted it all up. No, I did not. So, skull, yes. hibiscus flower. Another little ode to my dad. We have hibiscus plants in my backyard. And side note, when I was given his bag of ashes, I didn't want to just put the bag in the urn and leave it. So dumped him out of the bag. Well, then you have this bag that has this powder of the ashes, and I felt I couldn't throw the bag away. I had an attachment to this bag because the ash dust is in it and it's part of him, and I'm trying to explain this to Joe, and Joe's like, well, why don't we, fill it up with water, rinse it out a couple times, and you dump that water on one of the hibiscus plants, because a couple months prior or about, we had taken some of his ashes and done a whole ceremony in Hawaii. So filled the bag that had, ash residue and watered one of the hibiscus plants in our backyard, which is still alive and thriving. And when I look out there, I think of him. So had to get the sugar skull with the hibiscus, painted it. And you just kind of paint within, the lines. But then they go back and do all the detail work. So they do the, little leaves on the flowers around the eyes. They make all the teeth individual. They outline the hibiscus, and then take the fan brush and add in this darker color here and outline everything. So yeah, Ayrton did a fish, I believe. Yes. And he loved it. He thought it was really, really cool. So we went by and picked it up on our way to the airport. Emily C. Eclectic Possessions. She sent me a picture. We were chit-chatting. She sent me a picture of a mug she just bought. She was in Salem, Massachusetts. I was like, girl, you better tell me where you got that mug. She sent me the link. I bought it within like 37 seconds. Emily, look, my cup came. It is all grave rubbings, well-known grave rubbings. And I absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. I'm still wanting like a tombstone angel tattoo. And I love that the images look like they're rubbed. They're not perfectly, black and outlined. So yeah, I think it's absolutely amazing. And the grave rubbing inside the mug, Susanna Jayne, so Works by ABC, charted the entire grave rubbing. If you are interested, I will link that down below. I will also link where you can get this cup. So if you want to be cool like Emily and me, you can buy your cup. All right. 1884 Stitchery. So that's all I've stitched. Upcoming trips. What have I released since the last time you guys saw me? Hillside Samplings. This is Hillside School of Handwork. Take it out so it's not blurry. It's the least I can do for you guys. I own Hillside Samplings, the whole collection, everything. That's for you people in the back. Gorgeous. I think it's really, really pretty, really stunning. Love the colors, love the border. So if you were able to snag one of these years ago when it was first released in, I don't even know when it was originally released, what year. You bought it it came in this cardboard box, and then inside was the chart and some of the week's dye work threads. I actually have this box. Why don't I just get off my lazy butt and show it to you guys, because yeah. So when I purchased Hillside Samplings, I got a box of all of Leslie's designs and stuff like that. And in there was box 492 out of 800. And these were by Liberty Hill. But this is what the chart originally came in. The lid comes off and you got the fabric, the thread, the chart, and then also the ribbon, which I tell you, if you want to finish it like that with the ribbon around it, you need 54 inches of 36mm satin ribbon. So yeah, all of the charts that I re-release are PDF, paper copy. PDFs are shipped, emailed to you the minute your payment is received. Charts, everything, all my orders are shipped out within 24 hours, worldwide shipping. Threads of Gold. This is Orpha Bishop, 1814. I fell in love with the little floral motifs. You could do them individually, but I also liked both fonts of the alphabet. I loved how just kind of kitschy the whole thing looked. So yeah, there is Orpha Bishop. Again, PDF paper copy, 5 DMC colors. That's it. 5 DMC colors, right? And it's probably one of those cases where you want to stitch it and then you get to the last DMC and you don't have it in your inventory, right? It always happens. Happens to all of us. We've all been there. All right. This one, I don't think I will ever stitch. I think it is absolutely amazing, breathtaking. Bridget Power, 1840. If you guys follow me on 1884 Stitchery on IG a month or so ago, I was teasing you guys as I was charting this. I would take pictures and you guys were drooling over it. This is what it was. She stitched her sampler in 1840 at the age of 13. At 13? This? I can't. And because of her name and the presence of an altar, we assume she was Irish Catholic. It talks about the 2 clusters of grapes, wine, the blood of Christ, which surround a monstrance used to hold the hose, a wafer of bread. I'm not religious. I don't know how to pronounce these words. Also on the altar are 6 candles, which represent a high mass. Maybe Bridget added a beautiful basket of flowers for her own enjoyment. DMC colors. All of it is over 2, no specialty stitches. Oh no, the wording here, the verse, and any of the lettering is over 1. But yeah, Bridget Power. So, and this is where I'm going to do my little PSA for everyone. So, probably going to get comments down below, and I'm not going to respond to them because I've already responded to this. So, you guys are probably looking, some of you are looking at this and saying, but this was released by another designer who I shall not name ever. Yes, that is because Of Female Worth released Bridget Powers first. I think this was released by Of Female Worth originally in 2002. Marianne, who was the original owner of Female Worth, I own the collection now, all of Female Worth designs. Again, for the people in the back. The designer that shall not be named bought the actual stitched piece from Marianne. But when that whole interaction, money transaction took place, there was not any that I have been shown proof that said that Marianne had to stop printing and selling Bridget Power. When I took ownership of Female Worth, I was given no paperwork or told anything about that during our transaction. So people are sending me hate mail and emails and comments and all of that stuff. I am re-releasing it under a Female Worth. So PDF, paper copy, absolutely amazing, large clear symbols. It's fantastic. And start a sale on it. Even if for a moment when I was charting it all out, but then I was doing Elizabeth Pyle with her massive vase thing, but I was thinking how amazing if you just did the floral top section of Bridget Power. Or if you weren't into that, just doing the lower section, which is, you know, the more, you know, religious aspect of it. So together, separately, I think you can't go wrong. She's a stunner. And I'm so, so proud of finally getting her out to everybody and everyone that has enjoyed it. She was definitely a labor of love trying to get her all charted up. Yes. So that is it for me. I'm so happy you came over to my house and we can talk cross stitch and I can just stay in my pajamas and not have to put pants on for you guys. I love it. You guys should come over more often. Questions, comments, I'm afraid to say that, put down below and I will either decide to answer them or not answer them. It's like Russian roulette. You don't know. And yeah, stay tuned. I have an amazing shipment of new pins coming from So Pretty Pins. I still have some in stock in inventory, so if you're looking for some pins, go look and see what I have. But I posted not too long ago a little sampling of some of the pins that will be arriving in the shipment. Have you seen the bees that have wings? If you don't know, go check it out. The wings are positionable. Sue's on a roll with these pins. I can't get enough of them. They're amazing. They're beautiful. They're perfect. So yeah, check out the spring collection that is coming from So Pretty Pins. When I get back in town, I'm going to have a couple more amazing releases for you guys. Macintosh samplers. I'm going to have a couple more coming. Yeah. Oh! I took ownership. I'm the new owner of another company. Bam! Number 6 for me. So, I am now the proud new owner of Historic Stitches. That's right. So far from Historic Stitches, I have only released one design, and that is John Foster. Amazing. Do you guys like bee skips, the whole bee craze? John Foster. Yes, it was stitched by a guy. So I am currently charting another beautiful design from Historic Stitches and want to get that out to you guys. So much good stuff coming down the pipeline. Yeah. So would not have imagined that 2023 I would have already taken, you know, halfway through the year, I would have already taken this year alone ownership of 4 brand new companies, putting 6 design companies under the 1884 Stitchery umbrella. And I may have more coming this year, so stay tuned. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching, the continued support. Yeah, I think that's it. Follow me, 1884 Stitchery on Instagram, Stitching and Sequins on Instagram, Facebook page, sign up for the 1884 newsletter. Thank you guys so much. See you soon.